Do you want to get to some of your wagers, Ben?
Yeah, we got a couple of like props within these games.
So let's start with
these numbers are rough.
The AFC Championship game, the Chiefs at the Ravens. We know Mahomes 9-1-1 against the spread underdog. I think this number is a little short, but it is what it is. Money coming on the Ravens today as we speak. Ravens are 4-point favorites. Yeah, we both like a lot of props this week. What prop do you like in this game?
I like Mahomes under 243.5 passing yards. I think this is obviously going to be a much better defense than what we've seen the last couple of weeks. The Mahomes has faced. I think the windows will be shorter. The coverage will be tighter. And I think a lot of the play calls that they're called as pass plays. I think maybe the Chiefs' inability to get open will result in Patrick Mahomes running and scrambling. So I'm going to kind of play the correlated deal. Mahomes over 25.5 rushing yards is something I like as well, but under 243.5 passing yards. Because I think as well, you might see the Chiefs' offense kind of play a little bit more complimentary than usual, just because of the injuries that they do have on defense as well, not giving Lamar and the Baltimore offense the ball as well. So under 243.5 passing yards for Mahomes.
It's so hard to bet against Mahomes, but I think this is the right way to go. And we'll talk a lot about this in the gambling group chat, sort of the game flow of the game. But I think the Chiefs are going to have trouble throwing the football in this game.
I think so too.
When you look at, this is the game, I think they kind of get exposed for not having that number one guy, even though Rashee Rice, I think Rashee Rice, his ceiling is like a 1B type of wide receiver. They still need that 1A. And this is the game where I think you miss the 1A. Because if you say, okay, look, Travis Kelce, we're taking you away. We'll put Kyle Hamilton on you, which, I mean, that's why he's in the NFL, is to guard Travis Kelce. Or we'll put Queen or Smith on you at certain times. How they match that up. The pressure Mahomes is going to probably see. Joe Tooney's injured. It's working kind of against Kansas City in this game. But the thing is, you could just see Mahomes do Mahomes things, which is so hard to bet against. And one I like in this game, we didn't get to in the gambling group chat, I want to mention Zay Flowers under 4.5 receptions for this game. The Chiefs take away everyone's number one wide receiver because Snee is so good. The last 4 games, Diggs had 3 catches, Tyreek Hill had 5, Chase had 3, and Devontae Adams had 1. They take away the number one wide receiver really well. I think it's a defensive game. So I think Zay Flowers under 4.5 receptions is a way to go in this one. Let's get to the next game, the NFC Championship game. And guys, we're going to cover all these extensively in gambling group chats. This is just a couple of wagers Bear likes right now. The Lions at the 49ers, Niners 7, maybe 7.5. Some places now, Bear. Lions, we know, great covering the spread. Shanahan last week, first time in 5 home playoff games he's not covered the spread. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, and it was a really weird end. They have a really weird game where the Niners very easily could have lost. But I think the fact that they got, maybe it would equate it to like the NCAA tournament where the high seed gets scared. And then after that, they kind of exhale, breathe, play better. And I think we're going to see that. And I think it started in the fourth quarter last week with Brock Purdy in that final drive where he was great. Could you imagine if it was Jordan Love who had played so crappy? Like, could you imagine if it was Brock Purdy who had the final couple of drives that Jordan Love had? Like, he would be getting absolutely killed if he played the final drives like Love did. And just people love to hate on Brock Purdy, which, hey, look, it is what it is. But over 272.5 passing yards for Brock Purdy, I like this week. Even if Debo doesn't play, I get a sense that he's going to play. I think the fact that the game is later on Sunday, kind of get an extra day to heal up and be ready. Then you have the couple of weeks off between the Super Bowl. So, like, this is the Lions defense that gave up 350 to Baker, 370 to Stafford. They've got a ton of problems. And I think Jennings can come in and make some plays. You saw him make a big catch late. Like, they've got enough guys. And I think the Lions' ability to stop the run means you're going to see more passes to McCaffrey out of the backfield. So Purdy over 272.5 was the play I liked here.
Lions 28th in EPA against the pass.
How many teams are in the NFL?
They
32 now, yes?
32. 32. It's just their pass defense is a liability. They've allowed 140 yards plus to a wide receiver in 5 straight games now. And the Niners don't have that number one guy per se, like Mike Evans or Justin Jefferson or Puka Nacua, like, but they have enough guys the way they're going to be schemed up to get Purdy. And I think you're right about we see sometimes the one seed struggle. I mean, even the Ravens, the game was tied at 10 and they took off in the second half. I think we'll see the Niners play better this weekend. And part of that will be Brock Purdy. And then we'll have the discourse in the other direction where he's like the best quarterback of all time after talking about him as a bum for a week now.
Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.